battle engulfs the football field. Walking vines and weeds attack young football players, but 5 individuals fight back. Bolts of magical energy and whizzing bullets splatter bits of dirt and vine into compost for future grass. However, we pull away from the battle and into the trees near Pitt River Park. We see a tall oak standing mighty. A small notch can be seen in the bark. Inside that notch is a nook. Inside that nook is a family of squirrels. The largest squirrel sits at a tiny chair that has Polly Pocket embossed in the plastic. He wears a suit that can be assumed was taken from a Ken doll or something similar. He reads a scrap of newspaper, just the headline, but newspaper nonetheless. A slightly smaller squirrel wears a dress with a tag sticking out that reads, American Girl. She looks through the window of an easy bake oven and calls out,
Honey, it's 5:38. What time did you put the roast in?
Oh, around 5:15. Should only need to be in there for another 40 minutes.
A young squirrel comes down one of the halls in the nook. He wears jeans, sneakers, and a tiny shirt with a crudely painted band of squirrels that says, Squeakin' Park.
Do you guys hear the commotion outside?
My father taught me that if you have to ask if other people hear a sound, nothing good can come from whatever's making it.
I'm gonna go out for a few minutes. I just want to check it out. Be back in time for supper. We're having carrot and acorn roast. You got it, Mom.
Better take off your outfit. Don't want the outside world to see what doesn't need to be seen.
The young squirrel took off his clothes and climbed down the tree towards adventure outside.
Welcome to D&Derailed. We are back in Griffon City, where adventure is just outside your door. I am your host and dungeon master, Jordan Alfaro, joined by my friends, Johnny Nerio as...
Varden Avant Anderson.
Austin Andrade as...
Callan Illingworth McCoy Jr.
Tyler Tugas Brown as...
Chet Cheddar.
Timmy Moriarty as...
Dietrich Thomas.
And Mr. Terrell, Mr. Wilson as...
Jay Mason.
And welcome back to the podcast. So after our most recent session, the boys leveled up. So they are now level 2. So
yeah, we are.
What are some new abilities that you guys got?
Well, in terms of Varden for a divination wizard, I get Portent, which allows me to glimpse into the future. When I finish a long rest, I can roll 2 d20s and record the numbers rolled. And then I can replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by me or a creature that I can see with one of these rolls. But I have to choose to do so before the roll is made. And then I lose these rolls after a long rest is made.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and roll your portent rolls right now, then?
Sure. I'll use this one, actually. I'll use...
Holy crap!
Nat 20, portent 1.
And a what?
And a 10.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. I would have been like, that's perfect.
No.
That's a sexy dice, dude.
You ruined somebody's day.
I know.
So, let's see. So, I'll just write it off over here. So, a 20 and a 10.
Okay. Right. Cool. And then...
I've looked into the future.
What new abilities does Callan have?
Callan's got magic now. And he still doesn't know how to use it, but that's fine. I might bless my friends. I might cure their wounds. I'm just going to cast heroism continually.
Yeah, what kind of paladin are you?
Fighting style. You know what? I'll just go with great weapon fighting.
Hell yeah.
And that means that when I roll a 1 or 2 on damage dice, I can re-roll those guys, right? Is that what that means?
Yep.
Indeed. And then I have to use the next one.
Indubitably.
Sounds good. Hopefully they're better. Mm-hmm. And then I can also smite.
Ooh.
Get some radiant damage on melee attacks, and if they're undeads or fiends, we get a whole other D8.
Oh shit.
Noish.
Great. Yeah, do you pick your paladin oath yet?
Not until level 3.
Okay. And then Tyler Tugas Brown, what does Chet have now?
Dude, I have this sweet new ability of Channel Divinity as a cleric, specifically war cleric. They call me the Malicious Mallard back where I'm from. I know I sound really cool and nice to you guys, but where I'm from, everybody's even nicer. So I get to add a +10 to any attack roll, wherever that means, and it's my guided strike.
Dietrich got his Druid Circle, which is Circle of the Shepherd.
Ooh.
And that gives him ability to Speech of the Woods, which allows me to converse with beasts and many fae.
And that's in Xanathar's guide, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then also get Spirit Totem, which is I can call forth a nature spirit to do shit.
D&Derailed, episode 4, brought to you by Wizards of the Coast. Maybe.
Probably not.
Sponsor us, please.
Probably not. Wizards of the Coast, we've already made a reference to you last episode, so...
Well, we are playing your games, so...
That's true. And what did Jay get?
Oh, you know, I got this cool thing called Cunning Action. So I can like run or hide as a bonus action. So I can like slap a bitch and then dip.
You can also disengage as a bonus action.
That too. Mm-hmm. But I like the running and hiding.
It's always gonna be dick slapping.
So, do you guys want to get into it now?
Let's go, bud.
Hell yeah. So, previously, you guys were taken to IBM headquarters by Stephen Chang, one of the agents working for IBM. You realize that IBM does not just stand for International Business Machines, it also stands for the International Bureau of Mages. Stephen kind of gave you a bit of a rundown on the whole operation, and then you guys met the director, a thin man, white hair, very much an Anderson Cooper looking kind of guy, who took you guys through the training simulator. You guys got your asses handed to you by kobolds, and then promptly killed the dragon. Yeah, and then you guys took a long rest in the healing chamber, which is just kind of a sauna. Dietrich immediately got naked after peeling off his very tight pants.
Gotta get comfy, man.
And the director handed you guys your handbooks. And returned you back to the field where the football camp was taking place. And as you kind of get back, you guys get out of the IBM van, and Stephen kind of looks at you guys and says, any information on new abilities that you guys have are going to be in your handbook. And you guys kind of look through your handbooks and see your new level 2 abilities kind of explained to you guys.
We got a physical book.
Yeah, it's like a little like paper book.
I have to read this? Man, fine. It's fine.
It's optional to read it, but it'll give you a lot of information on things that you can do.
Bruh, I already know everything that's going on. It's fine.
What's a Divine Smite?
I like...
What?
Okay.
Yeah, read the book.
So we gotta read the book?
It's not
I
mandatory.
think
but it
I like
helps.
Jay.
Yeah, Jay is trying to kill your dad, but Callan doesn't know that.
I don't know nothing, man.
Cool. So Stephen says, you guys are free to go about your business. You guys also see that there are people in black suits kind of going around. They all have these little metal cylinders. You see flashes of light every so often. and kind of like murmuring as they're talking to Callan. You see them talking to some of your teammates as they like flash them with these little metal cylinders.
The team's around.
Yeah, the team is around. They are all lined up outside the cabin.
Okay.
As they're being kind of flashed and talked to. And Steven says, so I guess I'm gonna let you guys go here. Don't do anything stupid, okay?
Can you repeat that?
Can someone explain to him what I just said?
Stupidity is an eye of the beholder, I think he was saying.
Bruh, don't even worry about it. It's fine. We're good.
So we can do whatever we want?
Sure.
No, that's not what I said.
What would you define as stupid?
Maybe showing someone that works at the place that you do magic.
So you want us to show people?
No, don't show people.
But you just said show people.
No, I was explaining what stupid would be.
Dad!
Explaining what?
Hey, Dad, guess what? No, can I go talk to my dad? Where's he at? Is he talking to the team?
He's in the bus.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the bus.
Yeah.
Talk to my father.
So you go inside the bus, you see that there is a guy in a black suit. He's got that metal cylinder. This is a keystone device. This is what some of the people at IBM have. These people are architects. Does anybody kind of flip through the handbook at all? Varden flip through the
Nerd. I for sure do.
Teachers also flipping through the handbook.
Okay. So you kind of like, as you guys are going through the handbook, you see that there's kind of a hierarchy of people who work at IBM. Up at the top is the director. He runs the facility. He kind of oversees all the architects. Chang is just underneath him. He's kind of the lieutenant. He handles, he's the handler of the architects. So, he kind of develops a story to tell people that get Keystone, to kind of explain to them in a non-magical way what has kind of happened to them. And the architects are the people that take that story, and as they Keystone people, they flash them with a Keystone device and explain to them this is what happened, So the mumbling that the architects are kind of telling gets a little bit clearer. Some of the architects are telling people that have just freshly gotten Keystoned that everybody had a long practice day, and coach is going to cut the camp early because everyone did so well at the camp, and he's just going to bring them back into town. And the architects have cleaned up everyone's wounds. They've cast, cure wounds, greater restorations if need be, on people that were attacked, such as Leon. So they are, everybody looks fine. They told people to run around to kind of tucker themselves out, and are kind of sending them back on their daily lives.
We're not going to sauce the Duke, bud?
Who?
Throw the pigskin?
What are you talking about?
That's my non-athlete showing.
I came to see some ball.
Duke. Sorry.
I love Duke Ellington.
I'm gonna go talk to my dad still.
Yeah. Okay. So you go inside the bus. You see that one of these architects is kind of talking to him. He's like, so the football players had a really good practice day. You're going to let them go back home early because they did such a great job, and you were not doing cocaine with Jerry, the bus driver, in the back of the bus. You were talking to him about leaving early, and you see that this architect,
Camp's already over?
This architect looks at you and says, yes, camp is already over.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
Does that greater restoration spell, completely take away the effects of the cocaine?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the come down and everything.
Yeah. So all the kids.
All the
that were
good, none of the bad.
all the kids that were juiced no longer juiced right now, and also after the long rest in the healing chamber, you are no longer juiced. So your strength score goes back down to 14, or what was it before? 11?
13.
13. Yeah. So your strength score goes back down to 13. And this architect says, Callum, pleasure to have you on the team, as he walks out of the bus.
I just eye him on the way out. Dad,
Yeah, buddy.
I'm never doing drugs again.
What are you talking about?
The juice?
The Capri Suns that I brought?
Yeah, Dad, the Capri Suns. Don't care for it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We can give Gatorade, Powerade, whatever you want.
Powerade sounds good.
All right. What flavor? You want some grape? I know you love grape flavored stuff.
Fine.
Yeah, and Jerry.
You know what? No, Dad. I'm gonna put my foot down. I need the blue flavor.
Jerry says, "So, Coach, are we getting out of here?" Yeah, we're getting out of here. Hey, Callan, can you round up the boys?
All right, boys. Yeah, I trot out of the bus and round up the boys.
Yeah, you see Leon with the rest of the team, and he's like, "Yo, Captain is telling us to get on the bus."
Hey, yo, Leon, Anthony, Hopper, Jamal, Todd, Ricky, Thad.
Oh my god.
Luck.
Oh,
Come on.
Thaddeus.
Back to the bus, boys.
Yeah, you see they all just kind of single file line right back onto the
I
bus.
slap Leon's ass as he passes me.
He like stops when you do that, and he's like, "Hey, Callan, you did good on the field today, man.
You too, man. Hop on in.
You got it, Captain." And he hops on the bus.
How do you feel about not getting the recognition from Leon with the heroism that you showed?
Yeah,
We had our moment. It's fine.
He doesn't remember it, bud.
it's true. He doesn't remember. He got keystoned.
It's fine.
Cool. What's everyone else gonna do right now? What is everyone else planning?
I will, Varden will kind of, what would you call it, adjust himself. He has a vest on, so he'll adjust and kind of pat himself down from what just kind of happened, and he tells the others, I have a bar over in Kid Scrow. That's what it's...
Yeah, that's kind of the nickname. It's 4th Avenue. 4th Avenue.
It's Form.
Yeah, that's what like the nickname is around town.
But that district is Kid Scrow.
Yeah, well, that's what they call it. You know.
Okay.
Skid Row isn't like a real place in LA, but you know.
I was just confirming that.
Yeah.
It is on.
I call it Kid Scrow.
That is what all the poor people.
Sounds like child scrotum.
I've also
Hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I've also thought this, but I have
Child scrotum.
It is called the Blind Teller. You are all welcome at any time. If you need a drink, or you're fortunate to be played, or you have money to play, there are games.
Can you make a drink appear right now?
With my
I got some drugs in the
extent of
car.
my knowledge.
You're trying to get fucked
No,
up.
I can't.
Yo,
I
team.
will learn as I kind of like kind of show my spell book. I will learn in time.
Solid.
And
Yo,
I kind of
team,
look
we
at
got an alcohol supplier for our next party.
You hear your dad go, Callan, what was that?
Nothing, Dad. You know, just we got more Powerade on the way.
That's right. You're a minor, buddy. You're underage.
I'm confused by his behavior.
But
How'd you get here, bud?
me?
Yeah. I need a ride home.
the Steven.
I'm in 3 Mile Park. Is that near where you're going?
Steven.
Yeah, Steven's still in the van. He's the architects are kind of hopping into the backseat of the van. You see the blue flashes as they are teleported back to the facility.
I kind of
Brad. I remember that.
I point at the van and I say, he confronted me at my establishment, and I pseudo engaged him, and he threw me in the van before I even knew what happened. So that's how I got here.
If you guys need a ride, I can just give you. I have some drop-offs over there anyway.
Yeah, that'd be rad. I don't want to have to walk, and old Joe is gone. He carried me in his cart. It was pretty cool.
Who is Old Joe?
Old Joe is that guy that comes into my park all the time. You know the park?
Yeah.
The one that feeds ducks, grapes.
You live in the park?
Yeah, I have a hut there. I'm groundskeeper basically, unofficially.
Well, I would like to visit the park and visit your encampment.
I mean,
At some point.
Sounds cool.
Check, go ahead and give me a perception check. First roll of the night.
Not bad.
What we got?
21.
21. You see that there is a shopping cart near the lake.
No Old Joe though.
No, Old Joe's not there.
Can I go and inspect the ground near it? I'm worried. Old Joe's gone, guys. And I feel like maybe those blights might have gotten him. And I don't like that, but...
Is he a friend of yours?
Yeah. He's like my only friend.
Oh.
He's like the only one that I see on a daily basis. Other than this guy. He's running through the park all the time. Doesn't even stop to chat.
This is troubling. Okay, well, we will have to get. I will go to the bar, but unless
You're leaving without me?
Do you want assistance to find Joe?
I mean, I'm not going to look... I want to make sure that he's okay, but... I mean, I can only go off of what I find here.
Okay.
Dietrich, don't leave without me.
Okay.
Are your tracking skills any good?
They're not great.
They're not
To be
great.
honest with you. My car's over there, though. I'm just going to go... I'll
Heat
be
it up.
in there. But
Keep it hot, bud. It's really cold. Not really. It's
Are you looking
rather warm outside.
for anything specific around?
Well, I want to go and inspect where the cart was left and whether or not there is like tracks around there, if I see any blood or anything like that. I just want to make sure that he's not hurt. He's an old guy, hence the name Old Joe.
It's true. He is a dirty old man.
He's actually 5.
Dirty?
Maybe
Yeah.
it is ironic name.
Yeah, he's 22, guys.
Just a really shot up 20.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
Yeah, so you kind of go over to the shopping cart. You got a 21, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you go over to the shopping cart and start kind of searching around. You see the shopping cart tracks where you came in and kind of where the cart was stopped. You see some footsteps kind of leading around the lake. And as you kind of follow them, you get about 20 or 30 feet down, and then the tracks just stop.
They just dead end.
Yeah.
Is it what kind of earth is it?
It's like
Is it muddy or is it just packed ground?
No, it's like loosely packed. Think of like it's like a lake. You know, you go over to a lake. There's a little bit of
Like silt.
Yeah, and there's some like dirt, but also a little bit of sand. You know, kind of mixed in. So it's like soft ground, but not like squishy.
Can I do a nature check on where the tracks dead end? I want to make sure that he didn't fall into the water.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Can I reference that I went with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm with him and I'm trying to figure this out.
And Dietrich is just waiting in the car.
yeah, teacher's busting some tunes, reading his little book.
Yeah. Are you looking for any specific information in the book?
He's
No,
indexing.
just trying to learn
Okay. What are you trying to learn?
just about my abilities and equipment and such.
Okay.
And I'm also writing like my ledger notes from my transactions in the day.
You got your receipt book with you?
Huh?
You got your receipt book?
Yep. I always got it with me.
You look in the back of your handbook. There's like a sheet for different spells that you have. There's a spell sheet back there.
Oh, sick. What the fuck is Ice Knife? That sounds dope.
Yeah, you see that as you kind of look through some of the pages, you're looking at this spell sheet, and as you are looking at some of the abilities that you have, new spells kind of start very much like Harry Potter with like the
map.
Not the Marauders map, the book from Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The journal of Tom Riddle.
Yeah, Tom Riddle's journal. The like ink just kind of seeps through, and you see new spells popping up.
Whoa. Awesome.
The book also kind of has a history of IBM and like FAQs, frequently asked questions. If you didn't know that.
Solid.
That's what that stands for? Oh my god! Never knew.
Those brain exploding.
It's got basically all the information that you need. So this book kind of acts as a bit of not necessarily a Deus Ex Machina, but definitely like a really good information holder. Where if you're trying to learn more about the organization and the bureau, like this is where you would go for that stuff.
Got it. Can I look for any
nature check?
Can I check for any like mysterious things?
Mysterious things?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a
don't add up.
History or investigation.
You said history or investigation?
Yeah.
18.
Cool. I'll get to that in just a second.
Got it.
What was the nature check?
A whopping 4.
4. You see just like as you're kind of looking at these tracks, trying to get a lay of some of the nature that's kind of surrounding it, see if anything might have happened. You see a bunch of ducks just kind of start swimming up to the shoreline near where the tracks end.
I would like to greet them.
Okay.
In my fluent duck language.
Do you get in duck stance?
I immediately get into duck stance. Limber up a little bit. Duck stance.
I kind of
get my wings flapping.
Kind of backs a couple steps back and kind of like observes him kind of do his duck stance, and he's very intrigued by it. He kind of rubs his chin. He's like, "Wow,
you've never seen any shit like this before. This is baffling to you." You see some of the ducks just kind of start walking up to you. One of them kind of nuzzles its face on your knee. This one is like a little bit larger and kind of has like a brown stripe straight down the head and going all the way back. And it kind of nuzzles you and then gets right back in the water.
Interesting. Very peculiar. I think we're good here. You have to trust the duck, but
I must trust the duck.
Always.
It seems you are a duck whisperer, so I will trust your judgment.
Let's go!
Where do we go? Do you...
I wouldn't mind a drink.
Do you wish to go back to the blind teller?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I flash my lights and honk my horn a little bit.
It kind of startles me.
Gang.
Yeah,
deal's on, Bout.
So just before you do that, you were kind of reading through the handbook, Dietrich, trying to look for any secret stuff. You see some information about the director, and that he's been the director for basically since the Bureau has started. There's no like real start date to it.
Okay.
But you do see that the Bureau started. Tyler is giving me the widest eyes right now.
I'm just thinking the Bureau started. You were telling me about like how the Bureau was formed a pretty good time ago, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not listening. I'm on the outside. I'm not the one looking through the handbook.
Yeah, so you see that the Bureau started much before IBM, the computer company, started. There's no real start date to it, but you do see that essentially since Griffon City was founded, the Bureau has been around.
Got it. Okay.
That's fine, we just cut that out.
Good.
Okay, real quick, because I'm cutting stuff out. Anybody know where the wild shape table is?
Wild shape?
Yeah, B-shapes table.
It is before the index.
What? Before the index.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there, bud?
Yeah, so all those animals right there, it'll tell you that
With your beverage.
CR1.
Is that still number 1?
Yeah,
No,
quarter.
this is 2.
Yeah. So anything that is CR quarter, you can.
CR.
You can
I was like,
transform
what's wrong with this?
Where's CR? Oh, there it is. I found it.
What's the,
Yeah.
Yay.
the park?
Okay.
3 Mile Park.
There we go.
Wait, this park that you guys are at?
Yeah.
Dude, can you change into a
This
duck?
is
Probably could.
Ducks are CR2.
really old.
Get the fuck out of here. It would make sense. It would make sense.
Ducks are
Only the
fierce.
ducks that are familiar to
Yeah.
Chet. That would be crazy, actually. Can you imagine having
CR2 duck trying to fight that thing? It could kill you right now.
There's no duck, but there's a bat. I think that's the closest thing we got.
They are comparable.
Ducks are just feathered bats. That's
Yeah.
really what they
You know what's interesting is that a duck's quack doesn't resonate, right? So it doesn't echo.
Yeah.
And bats use echolocation, so they're like a reverse bat.
Oh. I mean, that's what the feathers do, is they stop resonance.
They dampen it.
Thanks, Scoutmaster Tyler.
Yeah, so this is Pitt River Park. This was a
What's the name of the park?
Pitt River Park.
Explains
This
the
was
smell.
named after some of the native
pits.
tribes that were up here. As Old Joe kind of talked to you on the way up, this whole area used to be where
Is Old Joe a native?
Old Joe is
You don't know?
kind of racially ambiguous. He's pretty
the
dirty.
dirt.
Yeah, he's pretty- so like you can't get a full beat on
It's
him.
the filth.
I'm
Let's
just
be honest.
picturing the dirtiest man in the world.
That's not Old Joe. Old Joe plays in the pond sometimes.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's solid.
yeah, but he's still
not
a
after.
pretty dirty guy.
Only under supervision, though. I can't have anybody drowning in my park.
Yeah, so this area was during the mid 1800s. The native tribes were assimilated into American culture, and by that they were slaughtered because that's what America did. Shout out to history.
Woo! Swish.
Kobe?
Yeah. So,
I don't think we can hype that.
In remembrance.
That is cut.
yeah. So
It won't be relevant anymore by the time this airs.
native tribes were kicked out from this land, and as Griffon City kind of grew, and so the park is kind of named, as part of a white guilt kind of thing. They felt bad for taking away their culture, so why not name a park after them?
There's some good trails around here.
There are some really nice trails. What is Jay doing?
Dude, I'm smoking on a blunt in a tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Performance check.
All of that in the tree.
Where are you, like, where would you like this tree to be? Like, near where Chet is observing the lake?
Where's his dad?
In the bus.
In the bus?
Yeah.
Is there a
After the
tree
bus.
near the bus?
And Callan's in the bus rallying the team.
Is there a tree near the bus?
There is a tree near the bus.
I'm in the tree near the bus.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you can climb up the tree.
Nat 20.
God damn it.
No way.
Wait, what was that check?
To climb up the tree.
Oh, man.
You just fucking, just flip yourself. You do 3 somersaults, and you land perfectly in a bow, and are just sitting there.
Blunt lit in the air.
Exactly. Somehow you don't even remember flicking the lighter to light it, but it's just lit somehow. And you are
There
just
was a
sitting in
squirrel
this
that was like with his hand out ready to light it as I did my second flip.
Yeah, this squirrel is now sitting next to you.
What's up, buddy? His name is Chip.
You pass the blunt to Chip.
Chip is not my buddy.
Oh, D&D derailed.
I fucking love it so much.
Getting woodland creatures high. Yeah.
You should not, if you're listening to this at home, you should not get woodland creatures high.
They go crazy for nuts.
Can I tame Chip? Is Chip my homie?
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Let's go.
Let's go. Another one.
I'll stay
Let's
with
go,
advantage
bud.
since you're smoking him out right now.
Okay, so that's just 14.
14?
Yeah.
Chip is just chilling next to you. He's just hanging out. You kind of get this sense that if you know, do a little bit too much, like make too quick of moves, he's probably going to scurry away. But he's just chilling right now.
Okay. We're chilling.
Yeah,
He's my little partner in crime.
besides smoking a blunt, what are you doing in the tree?
I'm waiting for his dad to be alone.
Well, the bus is going to be leaving right now.
Well, I'm just gonna watch the bus. Is it like driving away?
No, it's still just parked there.
Okay. Well, when it drives away, I'm just gonna jump on top. With Chip.
With Chip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forcibly or not.
Yeah, Callan, how are you rallying the team right now? What are you saying?
All right, guys, that was some good work out in the fields. You know, it was a little unexpected, but I think we did pretty good. Hey, Leon, great pass. Todd,
Thanks, man.
Todd, solid reception.
Thanks, dude.
Jamal, work on your defense a little bit, buddy, because
You got it, Cap.
yeah, okay.
Why is that Jamal's name? That's Jamal's voice. Do Jamal's voice again.
You got it, Cap.
Why was Leon throwing the passes if you're the quarterback? It was a flea flicker.
We like to switch it up. You know, we're running routes. We're switching it up. But Leon's my second.
Callan and I are switch hitters, man. We just really switch it up, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I got the ball. Sometimes he's got the ball, you know?
And half the time I got both balls. So let's do this.
It's a lot of balls.
Yeah.
Balls.
Great job, team.
What position is Leon?
Sportsman, Tyler, tell me what he should be, because I don't know.
The running back, probably.
All right, Leon Sandcastle is a running back.
Technically, Leon Sandcastle would be a wide receiver, but
Leon Sandcastle is a wide receiver.
Well, I mean,
or a tight end if you like that.
You know what?
it's a good butthole joke, dude.
Yeah, you're welcome, bud.
Leon Sandcastle is going to be Callan's personal tight end.
Callan, I'm the tightest end you got, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Perfect for the option.
I love the just this like ignorant homoeroticism that happens between you and Leon. It's delicious.
Catch every pass they send your way, bro.
Callan, anytime you give me balls, I'll have them. I got them in my hands. Even if I have to use my mouth, I'll get those balls.
You're damn right, buddy. So, like,
European baseball.
is the rest of the team subtly aware of
I believe that's called
the
jock
awkwardness?
They're all mashed.
Because Callan and Leon are not.
Everyone's like aware that it's like a weird, unnatural connection, but no one wants to say anything because everyone respects you so much.
Damn right. Okay. So yeah, I go about each member of the team with their respective, positions, and actually doing so, I will continue to do more research on football positions to know who's who. Take notes, friends. But yeah, I'll go and check in on everybody because I know my fucking team, and despite the fact that we didn't really play any football, I'm just gonna go ahead and make up the fact that we did some kick-ass plays because I took note of the fact that the IBM people were modifying the memories more or less of my team, and to bolster the morale, just making sure everybody knows that they did a fucking kick-ass job.
Jamal.
Except for Jamal.
Jamal's like, Cap, you know what? You may say that I didn't do so well, but you know what? When you hit tough times and you don't make it past, you don't get down, so I'm not gonna get down because I played shitty.
Jamal, that's what I like to hear. And I would like everybody to take an example from Jamal right now. Anytime we're not performing at our best, we know that next time we're going to give it our 175,000%. Is that right, guys?
That's right, Cap.
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah, Callan.
Cool.
And Jerry says, all right, guys, we're going to start heading out of here. Strap in. Or
That's
no.
Jamal's dad.
That's Jamal's dad.
Hey, Jamal, you did great out there, buddy. I'm proud of you. And you know what? Your mom and I, we're going to make sure that we get you something extra special.
He's only on the team because his dad's the bus driver.
Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of the rest of the team. That's my job. Jay, you see the bus starts driving away.
I jump on and say, come on, shit.
Go ahead and give me
Flying squirrel it.
Flying squirrel it. Let's go.
Acrobatics check.
I was expecting a nat 20, man.
Dude.
It was too. I don't know why.
I honestly was too. I was like, let's go, baby.
20s.
You can give him your nat 20 portent roll.
I can't. It has to be before he rolls.
Oh.
Really? Even with enemies?
That makes sense, yeah.
Before they roll.
That makes sense.
We're all learning stuff
Whoa, I
here
got a 10.
today, guys.
A 10?
Yeah.
You jump, try to flying squirrel it, but then Chip gets in your face and you lose track. You smack the back of the bus, but are able to like cling on. You do see that Coach Keith turns around as you like smack the back of the bus.
Do I notice?
And you make eye contact with him.
I do.
Yeah, Calvin,
Fuck.
you absolutely see Jay hanging on the back of the bus.
Does Coach remember him from the interaction that they had, or is that completely and totally erased? Wow, random guy.
It's gone. Keith goes, Jerry, stop the bus. And Jerry goes, stop the bus! And Jay, you're like, your body is like swinging back as the bus is like going, and then they stop the bus and you boom.
This is a shitty comedy movie.
Face against the glass like Thor in Infinity War.
Oh my goodness.
Pendulum style.
Is there a bush nearby?
Yeah, there are bushes.
Okay, I want to immediately let go.
I would like to
Chip is like on my face.
Yes.
I want to immediately let go of the bus and run and jump and hide in the nearest bush.
Give me a stealth check.
I recognized it was him, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, but 12? 12.
You jump in a bush. You see that Coach Keith like swings the door open and is like, "Who's there? Where you at? Where are you?"
Must have been the wind.
He's like looking around, but he doesn't see you. And he gets back in the bus, and Jerry closes the door, and the bus starts driving off again.
As it starts driving off, I run and try to like get under the bus.
You know you have a car, right?
Yeah, but I want to like.
You really want
I want to James Bond this shit right now.
You want to try to get onto the
Like
bus
the
again?
second that he closes the door, I like run, like duck and run to under the bus, and I get
Skitter
under the bus and
is the
just
word.
like grapple myself.
Go ahead and give me, what would this be? I guess athletics to see if you have enough finger strength. Because this bus is going pretty far.
Finger, forearm.
Athletics. My athletics is a 3, right? But I got a 19,
Wow.
so that's a 22.
Wow. You are hanging on. You see Chip is like slowly getting further and further away as the bus is going.
Chip is not still on my face?
No. He tried to like run along with you, but the bus was going too fast.
You have a decision to make.
I look Chip in the eye, and I like mouth the words, Meet me back at the cabin. And then Chip gives me a little nod and a salute.
Make him roll for that bullshit.
I'm gonna do a history check to see if Chip can find out where your cabin is.
Even if he doesn't, he still gives me a nod and
He gives a salute still.
Based on scent alone.
Yeah.
This is a squirrel comprehension check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that a squirrel's intelligence is probably pretty low, so I'm gonna give this a -3.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
and it's gonna be a DC 15. So he's got to get it.
He still has the roach, so he's like, from the smell of the roach, that helps guide him.
He's just gonna find Diedrich.
Yeah.
He's gonna fly to my car. You're gonna be sitting there in your car, and the fucking squirrel's just gonna.
I could literally talk to him.
Oh, that's true. You could. All right, 18 or higher, and this squirrel knows where your cabin is. It's an 8, buddy.
So he knows.
No. You see that he gives the salute, but as you get further and further away, he kind of like looks around.
God, I love D&D.
And then just like
so fantastic.
Finishes the blunt. He Wu-Tangs it and then climbs back up the tree.
I'll see him again.
Cool.
Okay, Callan recognized that it was Jay hanging off the back.
Yeah.
Do I have a means of contacting him?
Yeah, you look in your phone and you see contact info for Jay Mason.
Oh no.
Did they give us phones?
Is my phone on silent? My phone's on
Chet
silent.
not already have a phone?
Phones weren't his forte.
You do see a phone in your pocket. You know.
Yeah, Callan pulls out his iPhone 11, I guess, and
It's got 3 cameras on the back.
it's got like 16 cameras on the back, and
Cameras.
goes ahead and sees Jay in the contact info. I'm gonna shoot Jay a text and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Hanging off the back of my team's bus?"
Can you go ahead and roll a D100 real quick?
Whew.
All you guys go ahead and roll D100s.
Oh man.
I just want to say, Dietrich is charging his phone in his car.
My God. 100%, dude.
Jesus. I am amazed.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
100 is 95. That was the last time. You rolled 100? Yeah, your phone is fully charged.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, get that shit out. I need to take a picture of this. Okay.
Yeah. And that's your phone percentage. That's what percentage your phone is at.
For now. Okay.
And every time you like make a call or do a text, your battery will go down.
I have to go and charge the phone.
You do.
Man, what a waste! What a waste of a perfect 100.
No, it's not. That's a
No, sir.
Yeah, Callan can make a nice long phone call, roll a d20 to see how much percentage his phone loses, and still be totally fine and be able to make several phone calls.
Sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot Jay a text of like, why the fuck were you hanging off the back of my team's bus?
Yeah, your phone battery goes down by a d4. A d6. A d6.
A D6?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Square boy.
It was a very angry text.
Thank you. 4%.
So you're only at 96 now. What a shame.
Dang.
What a shame.
Yeah, you get a text on your phone from Callan Illingworth McCoy Jr.
I'm just like hanging on this bus. It's just like,
Leave him on red.
just like.
Do I have read receipts on?
I haven't opened up the message.
Hell
It's
yeah.
just like on my screen.
It's in the notifications.
Yeah, it's just in the notifications. I haven't actually opened up the message yet.
That's fucked.
But it's only partial message, so it says, "What were you?" and that's it.
She says, "What the fuck? What?"
And it's like,
At least it doesn't say like message.
do I have the curiosity?
I feel like Dietrich has that on his phone where it just says like iMessage.
Definitely.
Dietrich doesn't have an iPhone. Dietrich has an Android.
Of course he does. It's true. You
Dare to be different.
You got that Android. Cool. What are the three of you guys doing? Barden, Chet, and Dietrich.
I'm sitting in my car waiting for them to get in it.
He had just honked.
I just honked at them.
So it kind of startled me, and I was like, I guess he's saying we must go.
I even look like I'm in a hurry. I'm just like back to reading my book.
So you wish to come to the blind teller?
Yeah, that sounds rad, man.
All right.
Shotgun. Ooh, what's up?
And then
Don't get to ride in cars all the time.
He kind of books it to the car, and I kind of like, I was about to sprint over, and then I was kind of like, okay. And then
So you have weed in your car, right?
I have everything in my car. There's a safe in my trunk.
Really weighs down the back.
What side of the car do you get in? Because I immediately get in and my knees are like near my chest because the seat's too far forward, and I immediately push that thing all the way
I'm
back.
behind you.
Oh god. Sorry, bud.
Dietrich's definitely driving a coupe.
Oh god.
There's already like no.
It's like a Civic. You start it up, the seatbelt doesn't go all the way down.
Shannon's trying to open up the trunk. Still drugs.
So you guys go to the blind teller?
Yeah.
Would you like to join as well, or will you go home?
Can we say like chips, stole a gram of weed?
I'll grab a drink.
All right.
I got some other things to go do in the area, so
Okay. A drink. Sounds good.
I would like to see your beautiful libations, sir.
What happened? Oh yes, libations.
So you kind of navigate them down the pass. You guys are going down 4th Avenue. You see some of the dilapidated buildings. You see some condemned buildings. You see some people kind of sitting on their porch. Some of them are like just overall shitty, for lack of a better term. And eventually you make your way towards a nicer building that says the Blind Teller.
Martin's giving directions the whole time, but Dietrich kind of already knows where he's going.
He's kind of like
He's driven past the blind teller quite a few times. He's like, oh, okay, let's maybe go over one day.
I've never seen this area of town, bud.
It is interesting. It is where all the more lower income people live.
Do you ever leave the park?
Occasionally, but not to go anywhere into this area.
Oh, okay.
I like open spaces. It's too confined, bud.
It is called Kid Scroll.
Oh. Is that what it's really called?
Yeah, it's kind of depressing, just a little.
Why would they live here when they have a park right there?
Well, most people can't live in the park.
You guys see a squirrel run up to your feet.
Hey, what's going on, little buddy?
His breath smells like weed.
I can talk to him.
He was hunting the scent of the weed. He was hunting the scent of the weed.
Squirrels. So he was on the truck for the whole ride.
Chip is addicted.
Smells so dank.
Totally left Dale. No problem.
Chip smelled the weed in his car, so he tried to steal some weed from his trunk, so he was just on the car for the whole ride.
Yeah, you see this squirrel. You do like speak with animals. You hear him say,
Nothing bad. I got a mission from a new friend. Can I have some weed?
Holy shit. I need to lay off the fucking... I reach in my car and find some like...
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, I could hear you before.
By the way, we're only hearing squeaks and him responding to squeaks. I talk to ducks. This is very unsettling.
It's just.
And he's driving the vehicle.
It's like Kronk doing
Squeak. I reach into my car and find like some like weed crumbs and like scoop them up and like
shake, bud.
Like give him a little.
He puts out his tiny paw.
Yeah, it's like his paw is just full of
yeah,
like.
he's like.
You got a wrap?
I reach inside and grab a gum wrapper. I'm like, here.
Dubalicious, bud. Old school.
It's like
going back to high school.
He grabs the gum wrapper and like he's like,
I I guess we gotta go.
Dude, I want a performance check to see if you can peel that foil off without tearing the paper.
I'm gonna do it with disadvantage since he's already stoned.
Yeah, and he also doesn't have like thumbs. He does not have thumbs.
Wow! I just rolled an 18 and a 20.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you see that he's like,
Oh shit! I haven't done this since Squirrel High School.
and he pulls it off.
Beautifully.
One stroke.
Just pours it in, just like rolls.
Couldn't do that now if I had a gun to my head. Oh my
You
god.
see that he's like,
You got a light, Dad?
You're reaching into my car again, looking for a light. I'm like, fuck.
I'll just do 2 rocks if you have 2 rocks.
Do you understand?
Here, wait.
No,
I like scrounge through my car. I'm like throwing out like
driving, by the way. We are all over the road.
like fucking throwing like take out boxes at bars on accident.
Squirrel
Is
need?
in
What
the
does
car?
the squirrel need?
Squirrel's asking for weed.
you just see a squirrel rolling.
And this is normal for you.
No, not in particular, but
I kind of see like the squirrel. I'm assuming I can see the squirrel like
yeah.
kind of rolling the joint.
Oh yeah.
And
This
so-
is just squirrel rolling a joint. This is pretty obvious.
It's not even a joint, it's a doobie. It's fucking tiny. It's like a
And
little
so
pin.
I kind of. Well, shoot, I always say it wrong. Prestidigitation.
Yes.
Digitation.
I kind of snap my.
Pronounce it
fingers
however you
and
want.
I light it, and I like.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You cast a small prestidigitation flame and he goes,
Oh shit!
fuck, that works too, I guess.
hear like a surprise squeak.
Oh, I found my lighter.
Oh, I'm already good, man.
Oh, okay.
Can I just sit in the back seat next to the guy that did the flame?
Sure.
Strap in,
I
Bob.
don't care.
You see that he gets in, he puts the seatbelt over him, it covers his entire body. You guys now have a smoke squirrel.
I like look at him, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
what is it? Is it a squirrel?
It's a squirrel.
So am I tripping, or is the squirrel? Is there a squirrel in the car smoking weed?
Yeah.
Listen, there is magic in this world. Anything is possible.
Chip takes a fat rip.
Anybody
Blows the
want
most
some?
biggest cloud.
Putting the
Fuck, I feel like I need some.
you feel
You
like
would
kind of
destroy that thing.
I just fucking
single
take it, but
hands.
it's gone.
But you really sucked it down.
Sorry, man. I'll give you some more when we get to where we're going.
All right, sweet. Hey, can I get a pound?
Do you even weigh a pound?
What's the weight of a squirrel? Please, somebody.
Be like 5
Somebody, God.
A common eastern gray squirrel weighs between 0.88 to 1.3 pounds in adulthood.
Holy hell. That is gonna be some dry ass weed after
So,
the time it takes.
stoners are. This is a squirrel that smokes weed, so it's a skinny ass squirrel.
That's true.
Wouldn't it be
No, it probably.
That'd be fat.
Bruh, the rips that he could take with those cheeks though? Just
Fucking dragon.
I'll say that Chip is 1 pound since that's kind of like a midpoint. You know, he's 1 pound. But he's like,
Can I get a pound? My friend Jay said he ordered a pound but never got it.
Well, I'm gonna get Jay his pound in a little bit. How about I give you an eighth?
An eighth of a pound?
No, an eighth of an ounce.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
yeah. Did you guys?
Wait, do you have like, how are you gonna pay me? Acorns or?
Yeah, no, I got a bunch of acorns back at the tree.
Well, I don't accept acorns.
what about magical
No, why did you
mushrooms?
offer that option?
It was more of an ironic question. I need cash money.
What's so funny about a squirrel paying an acorns?
Well, I can't accept acorns as payment.
But all the other squirrels.
Well, I'm not a squirrel.
God, I wish I could comment on this, but I don't. I don't understand the fucking squirrel.
You as
So
you
many
were having
things.
This conversation with Chip, the stoner squirrel. You park in front of the wine teller.
All right, we're here. Let's go get a drink.
Does the squirrel want to come?
Hey, Chip, you want a drink or?
Well, hell yeah, dude. We got a good buzz going. Why not keep something going.
I put Chip in my little flannel pocket.
Can you serve a squirrel? What's squirrel years?
If he can smoke, it appears that he'll be fine with alcohol.
Dude, I used to party back
Hey,
in
bud.
college.
I would not be against trying to see how fucked up the squirrel. By the way, no squirrels were harmed in the recording of this session.
Except for Chip. May he rest in peace.
That's for later.
We're gonna get a really intense.
You just spoiled it for us. We haven't even gotten there.
Yeah, so as you guys kind of get out of the car to head into the blind teller, you see this homeless guy come up and he's like, "Hey, you guys got any change or anything?"
Do I recognize him?
Dietrich does.
Hey, old man Joe, what's going on?
This is old man Joe.
Oh my god, he broke me. Oh my god. All the homeless people are called Joe in this city. Oh.
I was like, how did he not recognize it?
We got old Joe, we got old man Joe, we got dirty Joe, we got filthy Joe, we got...
Dirty Joe and Filthy Joe are brothers.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, so you see old man Joe, he goes, "Hey, Dietrich, you got a cigarette or some change that I can get?"
I fish around my car to find any change.
I would like to assess Joe and his health.
Give me a medicine check.
Give it to me. Fuck. 13.
13.
Scurvy.
Old man Joe, you see that he has like needle marks up his arm. Definitely like an addict of some sort. And he goes, "What are you looking at? You looking at my arms? They're beautiful, ain't they?"
Hey, bud. I'd like to help you out a little bit.
"Oh, okay, yeah, what you got?"
Would we, in this universe, consider addiction evil?
Yeah, I guess we could say that.
I would like to cast protection from good and evil on him.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you, how do you cast that?
I go up and I rest my arm on his shoulder and I say, "All right, bud, we really got to work on getting better and improving ourselves. And I just want you to be better in every way." And I kind of feel the essence of that protection exchange into him.
Cool. So you feel this kind of warm energy emanate from you. You kind of feel this sense of empathy. You feel a lot of pain from Old Man Joe. You get flashes of combat and battle. You feel a pain in his back, a small point of pain. You kind of get the sense that he was some sort of veteran that had fallen on hard times after he came back, probably a Vietnam veteran, and after he came back and fell into addiction. And you feel this burden come over you, but you see Old Man Joe's face start to regain some color, and he says, "Oh, thanks, man. Hey, Dietrich, you don't need to give me any change, man."
At that moment, Dietrich pops out with a half-smoked cigarette and a couple pennies.
I mean, if you really want to give them to me, I'll take them, but I don't need them.
Hey, Old Man Joe.
All right.
If you ever need any more help, feel free to visit me at 3 Mile Park. I'm near the pond.
Okay, yeah, what's your name?
Chet. Short of Cheddar.
Yeah, he kind of shakes your hand and says, "Chet, thank you.
No
What's
problem.
your name, feller? You ain't said shit."
I kind of like puff down my vest a little to like adjust myself again. And I say, "I am Warden von Anderson.
Pleasure to meet you.
I am the owner of this establishment."
No.
like coming around here sometime. I like looking at the sign.
I do see you loiter sometimes.
Yeah, but I got my tent set up down the street.
Down on Popper's Alley.
Yeah. Anyways, nice meeting you guys.
Do you give him the change in the cigarette?
I give him the change, I throw the cigarette back in the car.
He takes the change and goes,
Well, I think I'm gonna go to a shelter right now.
and he heads off down the street. That was a sweet move right there, Chet. That was good. Hell yeah.
Hey, Chet, if you're going to be doing that to all my clients, we're going to have a problem.
That guy wouldn't have paid you anything, bud.
Nah, I know, but...
He needed more help.
Yeah.
Varden kind of puts his shoulder
His shoulder on my hand. Do you want some loving too, bud?
Varden puts his hand on Chet's shoulder and he says, "You have changed his destiny. That was amazing. He lived a life of debauchery and
Strife, bud. I could tell.
an ordeal,
I just want to help, bud.
and you set him on the right path. It's very admirable."
Cool. So you guys walk into the blind teller. You see Eliana behind the bar. And she goes, "Hey, Varden, how's it going?"
Liliana, how are you?
"I'm good. Hey, how was your business trip?"
It was interesting to say the least. I met some new friends.
"Oh, look at that. I've seen you before." And she points to you, Dietrich, and she goes, Rick? Is your name Rick?
Dietrich.
Dietrich. Sorry.
Dietrich.
Yeah. I've seen you around. Yeah, you flash her the tattoos on your knuckles.
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh, well, I've never seen you before. What's your name?"
I'm Chet. How's it going?
"Oh, pleasure to meet you, Chet. I'm Eliana. I'm one of the bartenders around here, kind of Varden's right-hand woman."
Oh, you're
right.
Eliana. Okay.
All right, bud.
Not that type of way.
You've heard of me?
Oh, there's just a couple people brought you up
Oh.
that I know.
Do you mind if I ask who?
Can't tell you.
Just selling it.
Chip starts laughing.
Yeah, there's a fucking squirrel here.
She sees the squirrel in your pocket and says, "Varden, don't we have a no animal policy?"
Dietrich's not petting this one.
Dude, it's Bob Ross.
Dude, Chip hears that and he
kinda
starts
like-
cussing her out.
Well, I mean,
Bitch, you don't know who you're talking to.
but it's all squeaks, right? Yeah. So
Chip, chill, Chip, dude, chill.
Yeah, and so I kind of like when she asked that, I kind of and I like look at Dietrich and I look at Chet and I look at the squirrel and I'm kind of like, we will make an exception this time.
"Okay, well, if you say so, but I don't know. He's kind of weird. Why are his eyes so red?
He's fucking stoned.
Why is he stoned? Why?
It's not rabies, bud. It's not rabies.
He's been
We're
smoking
fine.
doobies all day.
Why would you give it?
I didn't.
The red eyes of the squirrel is not relevant.
The red eyes of
Dude, that's the Twitter. That's the tweet of the night.
Right, this is squirrel is not relevant.
Dude, write it down.
I'm ready.
But we will. Will be our guests for. Is it daytime?
Yeah, it's like evening time.
I have a pencil.
So they will be our guests for tonight. I will take them to the speakeasy downstairs.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll be up here, running the bar. Because someone's got to be up here. Otherwise, what are we doing?
You always do a good job.
Thanks,
And I
Mark.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well.
And then
Recognition, bud. It's the
where did that-
first part of leadership. That's good, bud.
Where did that guy take you? He said that you have business to attend to. What?
the bald man, correct?
Yeah, the Asian guy.
He took me to his his facility where he works, and now we are all employed by him.
But you're already employed here.
Think of it as
We're exotic dancers. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, yeah.
He gets into that. Yeah.
I've known a couple.
It was a lifelong dream of mine.
We're teaching him slowly but surely about it. He's got moves.
Yes, and.
One of them is called Der Wiener.
Chip starts doing the hustle.
Check out my moves, bitch. You don't know shit. You think that I'm just some wild animal? You don't know anything.
The squirrel.
Yeah, you fucking tell him, Chip.
The squirrel is in training.
Eliana says...
Chip and Dale's to a whole new level.
Eliana kind of like looks at this strange assortment of people and just says, okay, I'm gonna pull the tab.
If you would, yes.
You see that she pulls this tab. It's called Teller on Tap, and you see the wall kind of recedes in, and a stone staircase leads down downstairs.
Please follow me.
And we're gonna cut over to Callan and Jay. Cool. So Callan, you're on the bus. Jay, you're under the bus.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys arrive back at the high school. So
On the way, Callan and the team have been doing like team chants and stuff. I don't know, but that's very military. But like of the ilk.
what's a team chant?
I'll write some. I don't improv
You want
very
me to
well. Yeah, let's do it.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
C-130 rolling down the strip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip.
Mission unspoken, destination unknown.
Mission unspoken, destination unknown.
Don't even know if we're ever going home.
Don't even know if we're ever going home.
We're home, guys. And the bus comes to a stop, and Jerry says, "All right, guys, go ahead and get out." He opens up the door and says, "Except for you, Jamal. You're coming home with me. We're taking the bus home tonight." Well, okay, Dad.
That's just his car.
Yeah, so you guys kind of get out of the bus in front of the school. Jay, you see everybody getting off the bus. Your fingers hurt so bad. It's been like an hour and a half long bus ride.
That's a strong grip, dude.
I roll out from under the bus, but like opposite of the doors, the opposite of where everyone's coming out from.
Okay.
And
You're
so
on
like
the side of the bus.
is like the door that they're getting out like facing the school.
Yeah.
So they're all like going towards the school. Mm-hmm. So I'm like rolling out like towards the parking lot, and I'm gonna run behind a car.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check. With advantage, since they already don't see you.
Oh my
20.
goodness.
Right.
What was that? Another?
Do it for 2020. Do it for 2020. One more, Bob.
Are your dice weighted? I just want to know.
Dude, you gave me.
You bought them for
I
him.
know. I don't know if that was a mistake.
I don't think mine are rated.
20. I got a 4.
Yeah, so you like somehow like end up inside the car. Like the door was just unlocked and you just are sitting inside the car.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And,
Whose car?
just a car in the parking lot.
Damn. Okay.
It's Leon's car.
I like it.
Strangles Leon with piano wire.
Ice pick to the back of the neck.
I light
Joe
another
Pesci
blunt.
style.
Just like the Irishman.
I start smoking another blunt.
Jesus. Disrespectful.
Hotboxing this man's car.
Yeah, you get out of the bus and stuff. Yeah, you see like everybody is just kind of around.
We go to the locker rooms. We gotta take off our football equipment.
Okay.
Is that? Yeah, that has to
you can do
happen. We gotta change into our regular clothes.
You see Leon
You guys wearing
goes,
football pads the whole ride home?
Leon just goes,
We were at
"Hey,
football
Callan
camp."
wants us in the shower, guys. Get in the shower, right? All clothes off, in the shower."
That's not what I said. Yeah, let's fucking do it, guys. We're in the showers. We gotta be clean and rested for our next workout.
Yeah, you guys all get in the showers.
Next practice. Fix that.
Basically, all the showers are taken except for one, and Leon says, "Yo, Calvin, double up."
It's communal shower, bro.
No, double up.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. You see that there are like strange glances as like you guys are just kind of doubling up.
We're back.
Sweet dick, bro.
We're back to back.
Yeah, you guys.
Our butts might touch slightly.
Yeah, you guys do a little moon kiss.
Oh my god.
Guys' heads meet underneath the shower water.
We don't acknowledge it. We both go to like rinse our hair out a little bit. We kind of conk heads, but you know we just
Which
make
heads
that.
do you conk?
Oh my god! Now. We both go to wash our hair. We bump foreheads. We don't acknowledge it. Very, very weird sexual tension, but never
starts singing the
addressed.
national anthem.
Pensive glances everywhere.
Canada, our home native land.
Yeah,
all
you guys
cleaned up.
finish the shower and stuff, and yeah, like parents start coming up to pick up some of the players. You see people start getting in their cars, and your dad goes, "Hey, Callan, let's go, buddy."
All right, Dad.
Did Jamal take a shower?
He went home with his dad.
No, Jamal showered at home because
With his dad.
he already had his dad.
What if he like?
That time.
We cut over to Jamal's house.
Jamal's like,
Jerry's like, "Hey, Jamal, double up."
Jamal's like begging his dad to let him go shower with the team, and his dad's like, "Nope, we're going home."
Dude, I really just want to shower with the team. Okay, it's a team building thing. I feel like we could have tripled up in one of them, you know?
I'm gonna go ahead and towel whip Todd Bradley in the dick.
Oh God! Not even the ass.
All right.
It's gonna be a ranged attack.
He's wearing nothing.
It's gonna be a ranged
So
attack
you use dexterity.
plus dex.
He's wearing nothing.
Am I proficient in towels?
No armor class.
Fucking A.
Because you probably
You're
all the time.
yes.
Then that's an added 20.
Out of 20, you whip him in the dick and he goes, with Todd's. Did I already do Todd's voice? He goes, "Oh shit, my dick. Oh, fuck. It's a good hit, man.
Todd, you just gotta take the hits as they come. It makes you stronger.
Oh, God, okay. Hey, why don't you ever whip fucking, I don't know, Leon in the dick?"
They do that alone.
They whip towels with their dicks.
What?
Instead of
That's somehow sexual.
your dad comes in and is like, "Hey, Callan, come on, let's go home, buddy."
All right. Throw on my clothes.
He goes, "Hey, by the way, heard about the dick towel whip? That was good. It was a good hit." So
Damn right, Dad.
Assert your dominance.
and you guys,
Team's gotta know that I'm still the boss.
you guys get in the car.
Yes.
Cool. You get in the car. It smells like weed.
Hell.
Dad, what did I say? I said I wasn't gonna do drugs anymore.
Jay, you see Coach Keith and Callan in the front seat of the car.
Damn.
I'm just chilling in the back seat.
Are you like hiding in like on the floorboard, or are you like sitting?
I open the fucking glove box and be like, "Is my dad stashing weed in here?"
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That is a
Fuck.
Please spend
2.
You find a bag of oregano.
Dad, what is this?
It's oregano, buddy. I had pizza for lunch, and I wanted to throw some seasoning on it.
I'd like to make an insight check.
Yeah.
Give me an inside check.
I'll give you the 10.
Oh God.
No, I gave him the 10.
Oh, okay. Impose a 10 with your, what is it? Portent? My insight's -2, so 8.
God damn it.
Should have given him the nat 20.
For all he knows exactly what it is.
You see this bag of oregano, and you have smoked something like this at one of the parties that you've been to.
Dad, I want you to know, I don't approve of this, but it's yours, so I'll leave it. And I put it back in the glove compartment.
Thanks, buddy. I do enjoy pizza, and I do enjoy putting seasoning on my pizza.
All right.
Let's go. I'm like hiding on the floor.
And he goes, all right, buckle up, let's rock and roll. And he turns on the car and starts driving home.
What's playing on the radio?
You're listening to 95.2 Days with Bean and Butt. You hear playing all of today's hits. 95.2 Days with Bean and Butt. And you hear Fat Lit by Sum 41.
Dad and I are just jamming because this is our summer hit.
Yeah, you guys are just jamming. Jay, you hear 95.2 Days with Bean and Butt playing on the radio. Some 420.
I wish I could make better fun noises.
Yeah, that's like the shock jock DJ thing going on. What do you do?
I'm just going to chill there for a second until they get home.
Okay. Yeah. Pull up to the driveway. Your dad says to you, "Hey, Callan, why don't you? I think your mom might be home. Can you see what she's up to? I gotta make a call real quick." You see, he pulls out his phone and starts.
Can I have thrown my gym bag in the back seat? I wish I thought of this sooner.
I'm gonna say you threw it in the trunk.
God, okay. Gym bag's in the trunk. I go around to get it out.
Go ahead and give me. What's your passive perception?
8.
You get your gym bag out of the trunk and start heading inside.
All right.
Jay, Coach Keith is alone in the car.
What is he doing?
He's on his phone. You see he is
Grinder.
some of his contact. And he like
father, like son.
you hear him making a phone call and he goes, "Hey,
Man.
yeah, football camp went pretty well. Just wanted to let you know that I think the juice got stolen. I didn't see any. But I'll talk to my guy, see if he can give me some more. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know that. I guess give me a call back when you can. Bye." He hangs up. Jay, what do you do? Oh, the tension's.
Oh my God! I just want to know. Oh my God! You have a gun.
You also have poison on you. You see that he hangs up the phone and reaches into his glove compartment and pulls out a joint and lights it up.
The oregano?
No, this is a real joint.
God damn.
Your investigation was not good enough.
Like a 2.
Wait, oh yeah, I have the poison.
Yeah, you have the poison
weed or the poison blunt.
Yeah.
You reach for it. Here, smoke this.
Dude.
I wanna.
Dude, so many opportunities. You have a million.
Let's see.
Oh.
All right.
I'm like sweaty right now.
Dude, I am freaking the fuck out right now.
As he like lights it.
I know.
As he lights his, he lights a blunt.
A joint.
A joint.
Yeah. He's old school.
He's old school. But I have a blunt.
Yeah.
I have a poison blunt.
Don't kill my papa.
So as he was talking on the phone, I wanna like sneak out the car.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
We have a 2-door.
Oh, please God. Please God. Good.
I can't.
What do I do?
Oh!
I thought about it too, but I was like,
You really want his dad to die, don't
I
you?
just want it to be juicy.
What was it, stealth?
Yeah. 8. You pop open the back door. You see that he pulls the joint down and goes, "What the hell? How did you... You're the guy from the back of the bus. What are you doing in my car? How long have you been in here? What the fuck do you want?"
Okay. Here's what happened.
And that's where we'll end our session. Delicious.
Beauty.
Oh,
Beauty, bot.
So delicious.
Oh man, did you already stop recording?
No, not yet.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
I'm pissed.
You guys have your own thing going on.
I want to get chip drunk.
As soon as he got that nat 20, I was like, he ends up in the back of Callan's car. That's what happens.
The Callan is none the wiser, man.
That was intense. Holy shit. That was good. That was fun.
Dude.
That was really good, actually.
I was gonna.
Oh my god.
I was just gonna straight kill him. And just have, like, the second he hangs up, just have my short sword and like just slide it through his neck.
See, and you know what's crazy? You got that 8th stealth check. He rolled a 9.
Barely.
Barely got it. That's why.
Okay. I don't want to ask. It doesn't make sense for the storyline. But what I would ask if I were tactless would be, what were you going to do when you went outside of the car? But I don't want to know. I would rather be left in suspense.
You know, we'll never find out what that story is because we didn't get to hear that story.
Truth.
But now you found him, and we'll see what.
That's true.
Dude.
Oh man.
Well, my plan was to
No. Just don't even say it. Just don't even say it. I don't want to be prepared.
But I want to
say
You can whisper for me.
That was.
Oh, beauty.
That was great. That was so fun.
I'll tell Jordan. So I was gonna sneak out the car.
I'm the worst person you should tell.
Yeah, you should keep. If anybody, he's the last person.
So I was gonna sneak.
No, he's gonna hear you. What are you doing? It's surprise the DM. He's really good at ad-libbing. He's really good.
Oh, man.
Was to see him light the joint and then knock on the window and ask for his son. And then, as he says that, like, his son's inside, I was gonna say, "Oh, I see you're lighting a joint. Here's a blunt."
That's a good plan. Too bad it didn't work out. Holy shit! If you would have done that nat 20 portent roll,
oh my god,
dude,
I was literally sitting there and I was just like, "Fucking do it."
Oh man,
I believed in him. I was like, he'll get the roll, and then I was like,
That was really fun. Holy shit! I love the fact that you guys got a squirrel absolutely
blitz.
It is my favorite.
And I'm the only person that knows what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, you guys have no idea that the squirrel is talking, which is wild. But
all I know is it's high.
Chip the stoner squirrel.
Holy shit, that was so much fun. God damn it, I'm loving where this is taking us right now. If you guys want to see what we look like, follow us on social media at D&Derailed. That is DNDERAILED. D&Derailed. Follow us on social media. We're going to get that Twitter up. God damn it, this is so much fun. Anything you guys would like to plug or anything like that?
I would like to plug Classic Austin Creations at Instagram. I am working on making my own dice and other D&D related props and such. I do a lot of 3D printing, minis, dice, molds, so just check it out for my projects, and yeah.
We gotta make an Instagram for Chip the Stoner Squirrel.
Oh my god.
Or maybe a Twitter. That'd be cool.
Oh man.
Chip the Stoner Squirrel.
Chip the Stoner Squirrel.
I'd be down for a Twitter. That'd be funny.
Oh man. God damn it. Once we start getting some merch, he's gonna be the first one.
For real.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
There has to be a little shirt with a little pocket, and then printed on the shirt it has to be a
red-eyed squirrel.
Red-eyed
Squirrel with a joint in its mouth.
what was the tweet? The red eyes are irrelevant.
I wrote it down.
What was it? Like, pay no mind to the
red eyes of the squirrel are not relevant.
Beauty.
The squirrel are not relevant.
Oh my god. Cool. Talk at you guys in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Evening darkens the sky. Owls screech and coyotes howl as the moonlight begins to shine brighter and brighter, and the sun is completely covered by the night. The crickets chirp, longing for someone to hear their song and play in perfect harmony. The oak tree stands in the forest, but the branches seem to have sagged. Was this a trick of the shadows? Did the fading of light cause it to appear weaker? Or was it always this weak, and the light of day props it up to be mighty? From a nook, held by a notch, held by bark, held by a tree, held by the earth, a yellow light warmly glowed. Inside that nook, 2 squirrels sat at a table that had been constructed out of a few of those table-looking things from pizzas. The plates in front of the 2 of them were completely clean, but a single place setting was quite untouched. The 2 of them looked at each other in utter silence. They looked back at their near-sparkling plates and, in unison, let out a long, heavy sigh. D&Derailed would like to thank AJ Curtin for doing the music to our show. He's a fantastic musician, and if you would like to support him, check out his band Future Reference on Instagram at Future Reference Music. We would also like to thank Andres Carey-Zuniga for doing some audio engineering work for us. If you would like to procure his services, hit him up at Procreatormusicandaudio at gmail.com. A link will be in the episode description. And finally, D&Derailed would like to thank the Griffon City Council. These are our $10 a month Patreon patrons, and they are Nick Gable and Justin Ramos. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot to everyone at the table for all your support so that we can keep this show going and allow us to give y'all better and better content. If you would like to join the City Council or any of our other tiers, each with their own perks, go to the link to our Patreon page in the episode description. Thanks for listening, stay safe out there, and see you in 2 weeks.